Hey guys, it's week 7. Welcome back. I have a lot of good news to share with you guys, and I'm looking forward to sharing that with you. But I had said that I wanted to share a story with you guys, and I'm a little bit nervous about it because I don't want you to think that I want your sympathy in any way. That's not why I'm sharing this. Why I'm sharing this is because I don't want you to get to this point. I don't want you to feel like I ever did that day. And it's not a pretty story. It's not a happy story. Um, so if you're having a bad day and you don't want to hear anything worse, that's completely fine. I understand it. Turn it off right here, or fast forward to the end where I'm going to share some good news. But I do have a story I want to share with you, and again, it's only because I do not want you to ever go through this. I don't want you to feel this way. And part of the 12 steps I'm going through is you have to admit when your life was out of control due to food. And I just thought maybe if I share that with you guys, it'll help you. I don't know. I don't even know if I'm going to put this video up. So I'm just going to tell the story and I'll go from there. If it's up, then I decided that it's worth sharing. Okay, so one day I was on my lunch break and I was in the process of moving out of my parents and into my best friend's house. And so on my lunch break, I went to go see her at her sister-in-law. Well, kinda. Anyways, and to understand this story, you have to understand my best friend, Tori. She is so tiny. Like, I don't understand. All my friends are tiny. Like, they're little bitty things. Like, I could play dolls with them. Like, here's Victoria, and here's Kaley, like this. Anyways, so she's tiny, right? And we wanted to talk about God knows what because it was about a year ago. So we went to the back room of this trailer, her sister-in-law's trailer, and we sat on this bed to talk, and we were talking and whatever. And okay, all of a sudden there was this loud boom, and the bed we were sitting on just went like boom, like, and I was like, okay, the bed broke, like, that's okay, furniture breaks, whatever, I'm good, right? I was just like, okay, the bed broke, I'm a fat person, I broke the bed. So that, I was okay. I could almost deal with that. Like, of course I was like depressed about it. And then we stood up to look what happened, and Victoria looked at me like she didn't want to even say what had happened. And finally she did, and she was like, Kaley, the bed went through the floor. Through the floor. And of course they were all trying to make me feel better. It's an old trailer, and yeah, it was, but the bed went through the floor. And I could not, for the life of me, wrap my head around, because yeah, I can't blame it on Victoria, right? She's tiny. I wish I could, because I would have. And of course they were all so nice. They were like, the floor's old, it's okay, it's okay. And I was like, oh my God. Like, my world felt like it was crumbling because a bed just went through the floor of their house, their home. Yeah, it was a trailer and it was old. And that was probably a soft spot, like they said, or whatever. But does it matter? In my mind, I just broke the floor. And so I left as fast as I could. I was already running late back to work, and so I kind of used that as an excuse. Oh, I gotta go. And I know, like, they probably weren't talking about me once I left, because Victoria is my best friend, and she's not like that at all. But the people she was with are like that. And so, in my head, I just knew. I knew that they were talking about me. And I got in my car, and I went to the end of the road, and there's a stop sign, and I put the car in park, and I cried for what seemed like ever. I mean, people went around me. It was so bad. I sat there and cried and cried and cried and cried. and people were just looking at me. And I left Hinton Park and I stayed there for a while. And then the sick part. Obviously, food is what has caused this. Maybe some genetics, you know. Point blank is I was so fat, and it's not funny. I don't even know. Comedy is like what hides everything from me. But that the bed went through the floor. I do not want you to ever feel like I did that day. It was so horrible, you guys. And the sickest part of the whole thing was once I got myself together and I quit crying, I drove to Sonic and I ate the biggest meal they have, of course, large with cheese sticks. I spent like $30 at Sonic. Why? Like, obviously, that was the problem. That was why this had happened. That was the problem, right? So why did I go right back to the problem? Why did I go eat? Like, yes, it was my lunch break, and yeah, I'm supposed to be eating, but why did I go to Sonic and get the biggest meal they had and ate and then more? Like, not even just a meal, I had more than a meal, and I had it large, and I don't know, the food made me feel better, even though it was the problem. And I still can't wrap my head around why that makes any ounce of sense. I don't know. I don't know why. I don't know. I don't know why. I don't know why. I just had a major problem because of my weight. And I went to food, which is the number one reason that I have the problem. I don't know. And I was late to work. I don't even know if I went back to work because I was so devastated by the fact that the bed just went through somebody's house floor. And as much as they comforted me, and as sweet as my best friend is, as great as they were about it, in my head I knew it was my fault. And I knew if I would have been around anyone else, it would have been the worst experience of my life. I'm so grateful that I was with my best friend. But it still doesn't excuse why I went to go eat to make me feel better after my weight had just caused a huge problem. I don't know. I don't think I'll ever know why that's going on. I'm in step 3 of 3 or 4 of my OA. Guys, it is so great. I can say this week has been really, really off. Like, after vacation, even though we worked out on vacation, I could not bring myself to work out this week. Like, none. I still did eat right. I went on another date. I feel like I go on dates all the time. And I had one fried cheese stick because it's like the place to eat fried cheese sticks or whatever. And so I did have one of those, and my stomach was so tore up from it. I don't think I'll be doing that anytime soon. It was really bad. My stomach was really tore up about it. Because I hadn't had anything fried in 7 weeks. And so, yes, I was sick from it. So, other than that, I have not worked out this week. I just have not found it in me to do any workouts. And I've been I don't know if some of you know, I'm in college, and that's not an excuse. I've been super, super busy with all these assignments. This is by far the busiest class I've had. But this upcoming week, I do plan on getting back in working out. I have been eating right. I've actually been eating a lot less. Even though I've been eating like not a lot, I'm eating less than that, which I don't know if that's normal. I've been snacking on grapes and apples and stuff a lot, but I'm just not hungry anymore like I used to be. I find other things to do. Like, guys, there is actually other things to do than eat. Who would have thought that? Who would have thought that instead of eating, I can go out and do something? Like, that's crazy. um, I'm sorry this video is going to be long. Again, I'm going to try to edit it. So, oh, good news, good news. I'm really happy. Like, even though I didn't work out and I ate a fried cheese stick, somehow my body was like, well, being Superman this week, and I am down 3 pounds from last week, which makes my total weight loss 22 pounds in 7 weeks. I don't know if that's above normal, nor I don't care, I'm taking it. I've lost 22 total pounds, and that's really great. I've noticed I did lose a size. Some of you saw it on my Facebook. I did lose a size in pants. Super exciting, you guys. I haven't been in that size since high school, which is still I've been big all my life. But I haven't been that size since high school, and I'm super excited. And high school was like 3 years ago, so don't take it as in years and years. But I'm super excited. Super proud of my body. Whatever it's come up with this week, it's doing great. So maybe once I start working out again, I'm gonna see more results. I hit a small plateau, like I said last week during vacation, which was expected, I think. Other than that, you guys, I am still doing it, still on it every day. It's an everyday battle. It's getting easier. I will say this week I have had the most cravings I have ever had. My boyfriend heated up his burger, and I was like, "You gonna give me a bite?" And he was like, "No, you're doing so good." Like, I think in his mind he was like, "You're doing so good. Why would you do that?" Or he just wanted the whole thing himself. I don't know, but it's just been a really good week. Again, I share that story because I know someone out there needs it. It may not be you, but someone needs it before they find themselves in that position. So again, that's a 3-pound loss. I'm super excited about it. And for now, that's it, you guys. Thank you so much again for all your support. And I'll see you next week.